Hello and welcome to Story Saturday Writing Prompt. It's Saturday, April the 13th, and this is my first writing prompt on a Saturday. And I've just decided a couple of my friends thought it would be more interesting and more people would be available if I did it on a Saturday. And so I'm just kind of getting used to it. I forgot that I was doing this morning actually, and so then I've been running around for the past 15 minutes. But yeah, that's life. So welcome to all of you who've decided to take some time on this Saturday morning, or whenever it is that you're taking time out for yourself to write and to create and to just be in the zone, which to me is one of the most amazing places who create either for a living or who do it as a hobby. It's just a really lovely way to connect with yourself. So we're going to start with just a very brief meditation, and it's going to be, oops, my phone dropped. It's going to be just 2 minutes. So I'm going to ask you to just gently close your eyes, and we're just going to come into the space where we are, and put all of our busyness and whatever went on this week, all the different things that we've been doing, all the different hats we've been wearing. Let's just take the time to just be in the present right now and feel any sensations in the air, or if you hear any birds outside, try to just notice gently, quietly, noticing what's going on around you. And maybe if there are any smells, if somebody's cooking food in the kitchen, or if there's just anything that your sensations are picking up. Just try to notice that or be aware of it. And sometimes in meditation we say to clear your mind, but then meditators try so hard to do that and they end up focusing on that. And so I just ask you to not worry too much if you've got all sorts of thoughts flowing in. That's just part of the experience of meditation. So just notice them and just notice the thoughts coming and going. And I think noticing is a big thing, especially when we're creating, right? We need to be in a spot where we're noticing the world around us. And meditation helps us do that. So let's take a few breaths. Just inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice, very good. So I'm going to ask you to bring your hands up to your heart center and focus on maybe an intention that you'd like to see happen during this writing prompt. It can be anything, just really maybe to do with, putting aside judgment, or just, going with the flow, whatever it is that comes to you. So we're going to take 2 deep breaths, and then we're going to start the writing prompt. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now gently open your eyes. Okay, now we're going to start the prompt. Just have to get my phone. Hi, Giovanna. Nice to see you. Okay, so today's writing prompt is, I think, pretty interesting and a great way to really connect with in here and with nature. You wake up beside a river. It feels like morning. You're laying on a rock and have no idea how you got there. The air smells of damp earth and cedar. Write what happens next. So I'm just going to read it once more. You wake up beside a river. It feels like morning. You're laying on a rock and have no idea how you got there. The air smells of damp earth and cedar. Write what happens next. So we have 5 minutes to write, and I'll tell you when you have a minute left. I'm just going to set the timer and then we can get started. Okay. There we go. All right. Get my pen. Okay. Okay, there's a minute left. 30 seconds. Okay. That's it. 5 minutes is up. Goes by really fast when you're writing, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed that. I just kind of got started, and I think I'd like to do some more writing on that. I just felt like just water washing over me. Felt like a nice experience. Um, the nice thing about doing a writing prompt every week is even if you're not a writer, it really just helps open you up creatively. And sometimes we get stuck in one place, and it's just something that really helps to ground us. And the nice thing about doing it every week also is if you're doing it in a book like I am, then you can go back. If you have some, you're thinking, oh, I'd like to write a story, you can go back and you can look at the book and see all the stories that you've written, or starts of stories that you've written. So if you're interested in sharing your story, I'd be happy to receive it, and you can always just even post it underneath this feed. And I love reading people's stories. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is a creative habit. There's one thing that I do on a regular basis, but I sometimes forget to do, and and it sounds just so simple and kind of a no-brainer, but especially, if you're doing work that's very, heady, you're in your head a lot, you can sometimes forget to actually move. So I find one of my creative habits that I do is to shake myself. Like when I'm actually working, if I'm working, doing some focused work, I'll get up and I'll just shake my body, and I'll just shake it out, or I'll go for a run. Oftentimes writers talk about getting stuck and not being able to move forward on a project. And I'll say, well, have you moved your body? Have you, gone to the gym, or just even, done 20 jumping jacks if you don't have time to, exercise for half an hour, just even standing in one spot and doing jumping jacks, or dancing. Dancing is fantastic, and it's very creative. So that's my creative habit that I wanted to share with you. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday, and stay creative and stay open and try to stay grounded. It's hard sometimes with our busy lives, but I really appreciate you being here. And if you want to check out any of my writing mentoring, or my writing workshops, you can go to goodstoriesgrowhere.com. And you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at LISSAM Cowan, COWAN. That's LISSAM Cowan, COWN. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day.